Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Seminoles return team has really set them up nicely. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They'll run it from the gun. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Noles racing to the line in a hurry-up. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Noles! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They get him down after he makes the catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's right on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Oh, he wants it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up.
Touchdown, Florida State! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. LSU quick to the line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice trying to get behind the defense. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown LSU. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Low man wins, and he just smashed him.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All kinds of running room. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the move. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Tosses it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll give it to the back. That's a fumble. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Cherry. That keeps the running game churning, pick up a 5 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. From the gun, give on the inside. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The offense in hurry-up mode. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Running with power. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Cherry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll go to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 Broadway. Brings up 3rd and goal.
How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? Unleashes to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. He's got it down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Getting some heat. Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Now the play fake. Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Unloads to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's got his man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was... receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Cherry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Going up top on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
35, LSU, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
35, LSU, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime. And
Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll throw on 3rd and short, extending the play. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Florida State 42, LSU 21.
He'll return it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. LSU right back to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Off play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic. Guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that...
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 86.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
He wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Buying some time. The freshman able to get home with the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On target over the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this offense is so difficult to stop, especially in this area of the field, because of this QB's running ability, whether it's between the tackles or on the perimeter on designed QB runs. They show it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Michigan.
The give to the back.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's looking to throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fights off a defender. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Seminoles get enough to move the chains.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know?
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
LSU 31.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab over the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking to throw. He's loose. smashes through the tackle. At the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's going to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going up top. Makes a catch down the right side. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they